The market capitalization of the coin is used to summarize all that is taught in this video. Additionally, I would ask that you support my channel by liking it and subscribing to it so that you can stay up to date on future XRP news as well as other cryptocurrency news in general. Take a look at this now, shall we? There are repercussions for the Ripple Binance cryptocurrency market from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission meeting that took place behind closed doors. As per the information provided by many sources, the United States Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) might convene a crucial meeting in order to deliberate on significant issues. The resolution of lawsuit claims and enforcement processes are also included in these concerns. In addition, the institution and settlement of administrative proceedings and injunctions are also included. The consecutive means have given rise to speculation over the implications that they may have for Ripple, Binance, and the cryptocurrency market as a whole. The Bitcoin community is buzzing about the SEC meeting that was held behind closed doors. The United States Security Executive USC recently had a meeting behind closed doors on Thursday, July 11th, as part of its routine to discuss important matters pertaining to the agency. One more gathering, however, is scheduled for the following week. The date of June 18th has sparked increased attention in the cryptocurrency industry, particularly in light of the recent Binance case judgment and a significant finding that is still pending in the Ripple versus SEC litigation. Discussion was raised concerning the influence on Binance Ripple and the cryptocurrency market as a result of the meeting that coincided with another meeting. The resolution of injunctive claims or the negotiation of a settlement with Ripple is anticipated to be the primary focus of the meeting. The participants in the market are avidly monitoring developments and waiting for the outcome of the meeting while they do so. Commissioners counsel to the commissioners, the secretary to the commission, and recording. Secretaries will be present for the meeting of the Securities and Exchange Commission seat that will take place on July 18th. The following subjects are discussed during the meeting that is held behind closed doors by the SEC. Binance won triumphant despite the fact that even the bulk of the arguments were taken into consideration. Because the Securities and Exchange Commission was unable to demonstrate that BNB's secondary sales constituted securities, Coinbase and Ripple were granted legal assistance. Coinbase and Ripple Labs are using this judgment to call into question the regulatory stance that the United States government has on Bitcoin. During the time that the cryptocurrency industry is waiting for Judge Torres to make his final ruling about penalties and injunctions, Ripple is commemorating the anniversary of the landmark preliminary judgment. According to ComaPay, lawyers and officials from Ripple do not anticipate that there will be a settlement with the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC). As a result of the belief held by attorneys, notably Fred Rispoli, that the verdict will be handed down this month, the price of XRP has increased by 18% this week. The case between Ripple and ECL is likely to reach a significant turning point. Litigation. Finally, Judge Annalisa Torres is going to make a decision that will stand. In addition, the result may cause shockwaves to spread throughout the worldwide Bitcoin community. Will the value of XRP continue to rise, or will this be a severe setback for the cryptocurrency at this point? A lot of knowledgeable people and investors are eager to find out. Explore more to acquire a greater understanding of the potential outcomes and the implications that they may have for the future of XRP. Given Ripple's history of success in the courtroom, there is a little indication that a settlement will be reached. The likelihood of him reaching a settlement with the Securities and Exchange Commission is low, according to legal experts. On July 13, 2023, Judge Torres ruled that XRP does not qualify as a security. As a consequence of this important verdict, the price of XRP skyrocketed by an astounding 100% in just a few hours. An attorney who is in favor of XRP named Bill Morgan emphasized that Ripple's recent accomplishments, most notably a significant order that classified programmatic XRP sales as non-securities, show that their position is supported. Additionally, he anticipates that the ruling that Judge Torres made on secondary sales will be upheld. Current attention in this case is being directed toward the potential financial penalties that Ripple may be required to pay, particularly in light of recent verdicts in other high-profile instances. Ripple is accused by the SEC of selling XRP to certain institutions without first obtaining the necessary registration. The transactions, according to Ripple, were legitimate, and the company has suggested a fine of $10 million. The Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) agreed to reduce the initial fine demand from $2,102. There have been statements made by both the Chief Executive Officer of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, and the Chief Legal Officer, Stuart Alderati, about the matter. The day was hailed by Garlinghouse as being very beneficial for Ripple and the cryptocurrency industry as a whole, and he referred to the actions taken by the SEC as an unlawful assault on the industry. Ripple and the entire business in general had a very successful day on July 13th, 2023. As for me, it is a fundamental recollection. We were courageous enough to confront the bully who had tormented us and carried out an unlawful attack on our sector of the economy. As I mentioned at the beginning of it, I was aware that we were on July 12, 2024, Brad Garlinghouse held a Garlinghouse event. It was stressed by Al Daratai that the summary verdict is a pivotal occasion as it reaffirms that XRP is not a security and highlights the excess of the Supreme Court. Additionally, he spoke up worries regarding the strategy employed by SEC Chair Gary Gensler, saying that the agency's efforts to ensnare Ripple in protracted legal battles are becoming unsuccessful. When is the decision going to be made? As the anniversary of the summary judgment draws near, the legal expert Free Risk Bullying forecasts that there is a 5% chance that Judge Torres will make a decision on the same day. In the event that a decision is going to be made, he believes that it will be publicized either late in the morning or early in the afternoon. Although this is the case, Rispoli is optimistic that a decision will be made before the month comes to a close. Taking a look at the recent performance of XRP, it has experienced a remarkable rally, recently reclaiming the 50 cents threshold after experiencing a jump of more than 17 this week. Immediately after the price dropped below 40 cents, investors moved rapidly to buy the dip, which led to an increase in the amount of trading activity. Ripple was on the right side of the law in history, as Garlinghouse reiterated, which is a statement that he has made multiple times from the commencement of the dispute. Garlinghouse has made this statement numerous times. It was aware, as I stated at the beginning of the situation, that we were on the right side of the law and that we would be on the right side of history. Ripple's Chief Executive Officer CEO voiced his displeasure of the Securities and Exchange Commission's executive efforts to regulate the cryptocurrency business by using language such as unsuccessful lawsuits, deceptive rhetoric, slander, and intimidation. It was said by him that the sexist strategies are still unacceptable, and he pointed out that they were incorrect back then. They have also been put in the improper position. Significant judgment about XRP. The Supreme Court issued a rule on July 13, 2023, declaring unequivocally that XRP does not constitute a security in terms of itself. This ruling was an important decision regarding XRP. Shortly after the decision was made, a number of cryptocurrency exchanges in the United States, such as Coinbase, Kraken, and Bitstamp, made it possible for customers to trade XRP on their respective platforms. As a consequence of this, XRP experienced growth in terms of both its price and its volume. In light of the ruling made by the court, the following is a list of the most significant things with which to get familiar. XRP does not meet the criteria to be considered a security in and of itself. Furthermore, it was concluded that Ripple's sales of XRP on exchanges and by executives in addition to a wide variety of other Ripple's, XRP disbursements to developers, charities, and employees did not constitute securities. This was the conclusion reached by the Ripple executives. To answer your question, yes, some of Ripple's institutional sales were understood to be investment contracts. It should be noted that the SEC's ideas regarding this may contradict its enforcement in previous cases involving digital assets yet. As a consequence, they were labeled as securities with this classification. Ripple's reasonable notice defense for institutional sales alone was ultimately rejected by the court, which ruled against the company. On the other hand, the court did not rule against Ripple in regard to its fair notice defense for the other sorts of transactions that were at issue in the case. During the course of the investigation that the United States Securities and Exchange Commission was conducting against Ripple Labs, a decision was reached that was regarded as being of historic significance. When the 13th of July 2023 arrives, according to the verdict, the XRP coin is not regarded to be a security when it comes to being sold on public exchanges. This is because cryptocurrency is not a security. As a result of this verdict, there were ramifications for the Bitcoin sector as well as the regulatory environment in the United States.